from the station with the most local news. Fox 17 News at 11 starts right now.
It's a balance of we need the police officers. We need to cut down that response time. We need to make sure that the police are there when we need them. We also make sure that the activities that they're doing are embraced by the community and they're not over-policing. They're doing good policing and they're doing it promptly. So finding that balance so that people don't feel either over-policed or underprotected is where we're headed.
First at 11, today Grand Rapids Police Chief Eric Winstrom laid out his vision for the department's future as police and community relations remain tense in many parts of the country. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Jamie Sherrod. The plans are based on the chief's initial review of GRPD after just 4 months on the job and includes results from previous studies of the department, the city's strategic plan, and the community's input. When it comes to the recommended policy changes, focuses include constitutional policing, recognizing the sanctity of human life as the department's top priority, recasting the role of the special response team, improving victim support services, staffing levels, and transparency. And de-escalation is a big focus of the chief's plan. In fact, the department is amending their use of force policy with the goal of improving officer responses to tense situations. During this morning's Committee of the Whole meeting, the chief also shared the city's current crime data. So far this year, they've had 16 homicides, which is about double from last year. They also say aggravated assaults and auto thefts are also on the rise. However, one positive they focused on, the department is making big strides in getting illegal guns off the streets, recovering on average 1.5 every day this year. Those recommended policy changes discussed a bit at tonight's City Commission meeting. Our Marisa Oberly was there and joins us from the newsroom. Marisa?
Yep, Jamie, only 2 people spoke specifically about this plan during the public comment period of tonight's meeting. Both of those individuals disagreed with the recommendations put forth by the chief, saying they did not trust the information used by the department to create this plan. Those residents said they think people want less of a police presence in neighborhoods, schools, and other places, not more like the chief indicated. They also do not think officers will uphold that sanctity of life policy.
Actually sat in disbelief at the idea of recruiting high schoolers and middle schoolers to someday serve on the GRPD. And the fact that that was being discussed, I think, was disgusting, honestly. In no way, shape, or form do police officers belong in our schools. That's not just my belief. That's the belief of the majority of kids that I've worked with over the years. And that's the belief of many of my colleagues.
Your solution is to send police into neighborhoods and then come up here and have the chief lie about, the chief and his captains lie about what the people said. Because I'm pretty sure when I campaigned for certain presidential candidates and certain people in the neighborhood, they were worried about police. They were worried about police coming into their neighborhoods and brutalizing their children.
Now, the last City Commission meeting abruptly ended after Commissioner John O'Connor walked out of it following a disruption during the public comment period. Now, nothing like that happened tonight, although we did see a few tense moments where people ignored the rules and spoke over one another. Mayor Bliss managed to bring it back to order, but you could sense the frustration about the continued outbursts in her voice and other leaders, too. Take a listen to what Commissioner Melinda Yasasi said as one of those happened near the end of the meeting.
And if you respect the movement, then you'll let people talk.
Okay,
no. You should respect.
You need to leave.
Bye.
You need to leave. You need to leave. You are disrupting.
No.
And Commissioner Yasasi went on to apologize for that outburst. She said that she and her colleagues are working to prevent disruptions like that from happening in the future. I'm reporting in the newsroom, Marisa Oberly, Fox 17 News.